It's more than just your output, more than a bike. When you hear your shout out, you know it's all right. Put on your magic pants and let's go. We're cruising into the power zone. Clip in, set yourself free. Come on and take a ride with me. Know what you need to know and what's it all about. Everything you need, it's on the Clip Out.
Welcome to the Clip Out, episode 446. This is Crystal O'Keefe.
And this is Tom O'Keefe. Hi.
Hi.
I don't have a little humorous personal anecdote to share. Well, let's just skip right ahead to the part where you tell us what you have in store for people.
All right. This week, we dive into the ever-evolving world of Peloton fitness. Is Peloton stock finally poised for a rebound? We analyze the latest financial murmurs and what they could mean for the future of connected fitness.
Somebody likes REM.
Plus, Peloton teases its next global project.
Ooh, projects.
And drops a mysterious PR post, leaving everyone guessing. We also break down the merger of two major Facebook groups and what it means for the community.
Aw, it's nice when people get along.
It's all one group. Things AI doesn't understand. Get ready for some exciting content updates.
In fairness, I didn't understand it either.
Including the brand new Lorde artist series and new training programs from Hannah Frankson and Rebecca Kennedy. No. We will cover all the latest instructor news from Tunde's new role on a Tyler Perry show to Hannah Frankson's return to New York City. We've got updates on milestone notifications, updates on Hairgate 2.0, and so much more.
Okay. I feel like you don't like this new system.
No, I was just overdoing because I knew reading it would sound like I was reading it.
Like you were reading it.
So
yeah.
I was being silly with it.
Gotcha.
So more behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I did misunderstand some things for real. But we'll cover it when we get there. That's okay.
Then we will make you understand.
Exactly.
And by you, I mean me.
Yeah.
And then I will promptly forget it. It's my superpower.
We'll talk about it next week, and you'll be like, oh, really?
Did we cover this last week? Should I put this in the show this week? And you're like, Stephen Little no longer works there. I'm like, what? When did that happen?
Even you know that
When
because
did
you
that
wrote
happen?
one of the best headlines ever.
It's episode 12.
Yeah.
It's been all downhill for me since then. I've been coasting on that for 432 episodes.
It
Did I do the
wasn't
math right on
episode
that?
12.
Look
It
at
wasn't
me.
episode 12. It was after that.
So before we get to all that shameless plugs, don't forget we're available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeart, TuneIn, wherever you find a podcast, you can find us. While you are there, be sure and follow us so you never miss an episode. Maybe leave us a review. That's super helpful and
is.
greatly appreciated. You can also, if you just cannot get enough of this podcasting magic that we are supplying you, it's even more casual over in the Patreon.
It is. And I get sassy.
Yes. Patreon.com/theclipout. $5 a month. What do you get for your $5 a month? Our undying love and gratitude. And ad-free episodes, bonus episodes, and they're getting long.
They are.
Maybe that's not a selling point.
I don't know.
But
We
I guess
also
if you're
have
wanting
bonus
more,
episodes too.
yeah. I guess if you're wanting more,
Yeah.
you don't want like an 8-minute bonus episode.
No.
But yeah, you get bonus content every week, and what else? Oh, early episodes. So you get them a day early.
That's
so
true.
More often than not.
What are we going to cover this week?
This week on the Patreon, we're going to talk about why dry January works even when it doesn't.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right.
That's what you call a tease.
All right.
Also, New Year's resolutions lower your cancer risk? ?
Interesting. Okay, I have questions on that.
Okay. And Peloton's focus on the menopause.
Listen, I can already tell you at this particular issue, I'm getting super, super snarky about, and it's not
Ooh.
towards Peloton.
Okay.
It's toward the writer of this article.
Ooh.
So,
Claws out.
yeah, I'm annoyed.
Kitty's got
Talk
claws.
about missing the big picture.
Okay.
All right. Anyway.
So that's all over on the Patreon. Our funniest one yet, and I say that because we haven't recorded it yet, so it could maybe be true. Maybe. So anyway, what else am I supposed to say here? Oh, yeah. Find us on Facebook, facebook.com/theclipout. While you're there, like the page, join the group. Don't forget the newsletter that you can sign up for at theclipout.com, where we will send you the links and things, a weekly reminder that we exist. And then finally, you can watch all of these, if you're not already, over on YouTube, youtube.com/theclipout. So there's all that. Let's dig in, shall we?
We shall.
Peloton in the news.
If you have been taking classes over and over again, and you feel like the music has changed, I have good news for you.
What's that?
You're not crazy.
That's true.
Or at least not because of this.
Right.
You might be crazy.
We don't know. We are not qualified to say.
We are not medical professionals, as evidenced by the fact that we use crazy as a diagnosis.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
So there's your first tip. Just the tip. Valentine's Day is just around the corner.
Okay,
Anyway,
okay.
Peloton, where did this all start? Oh, yeah.
Song.
Shameless plugs. Oh, wait, no, we're in the show.
No, we're in the show.
Okay, we're in the show. Song swaps. They've been swapping out songs
They have.
in classes, and people are, like, feeling all discombobulated.
Yeah, like if you're taking a class over and over again, like you said, and you're used to kind of the rhythm, and all of a sudden the song that you're used to hearing right there where you're doing, I don't know, bicep curls.
It's a Beatles artist series, and they lost the rights to the Beatles, and you're just like, I think this is Oasis.
No, they would probably delete that one. But yeah, so obviously music licensing has a time frame that it's good for.
Yes.
It's not just indefinitely or in perpetuity, as they say.
Right.
In that world. But there's a reason for that. Getting a license or rights for in perpetuity is like $1 bazillion.
Right.
So it's never going to happen.
And some songs are just like, sure, re-up for another 2 years.
Yeah, they don't care.
They don't care. And
But
then
other
some
ones-
songs are Hey Jude.
Yeah.
Or yeah.
Or it's an
Sweet
artist
Child of Mine.
that doesn't want to do business with Peloton anymore. Or they want to wait until they're pushing their new album or a movie or a
Right.
book or whatever.
Or they only did it because they were pushing a new thing.
There's so many ins and outs to this. And you got to remember, it's not just as simple as like contacting the person who wrote the song. Number one, a lot of times they're no longer alive. But number two, the person who sang the song is not always the person who wrote the song. And the people, even in that case, even if it is the same, it doesn't mean they own the rights to it.
Yeah, well, so many of these artists now have sold off their rights. You know, they've bundled up their catalogs and sold them for hundreds of millions of dollars.
Made them rich.
Pink Floyd did it not too long ago. So if you've noticed, Pink Floyd
Is suddenly appearing everywhere.
And Pink Floyd was notorious for not showing up anywhere. They didn't license their music for shit.
I know.
And all these venture...
I know because I live with you.
Yeah. And all these venture capitalists are buying things and stripping them and selling them for parts and destroying this late stage capitalism. And like, man, I saw the article about Pink Floyd selling the rights to their songs, and
It was like 2 days later.
For real, it was like within weeks, I don't even know if it was a month, their music started popping up in shows. They're like, it's on.
It's on.
Yeah. Because it was, they used a Pink Floyd song in Black Phone 2.
Yeah.
And and it really took me out of it because I was just like,
Hey, wait a second.
you can't use this song. Pink Floyd does. They sold their rights. That's right. And then it was also just used in Wayward, that show on Netflix about the cult.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It was.
They used a Pink Floyd song there.
Yeah.
And I was just like, and
is it about a cult? I still am unsure of what exactly that was supposed to be.
I don't think that show knew what it was about.
I don't
I would
either.
not recommend
What
that
a
one.
waste of time.
Yeah. Well, we're 2 episodes into Pluribus, and that's...
Oh, holy cow.
Woof, that's
I'm
good.
assuming they know what they're doing, because if they don't, I'm going to be real mad.
It's
But
Vince Gilligan.
a long and rich history of getting it right.
He
so
gave us
I'm
Breaking Bad,
absolutely
gave us Better Call Saul.
loved both.
I'm assuming the man has a handle on this.
I agree.
And
I
he
agree.
started as a writer for the X-Files, which you can
Oh.
really tell with this show.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, totally.
But anyway, back to this. So I think this is great, ultimately, because your other option is
Just delete it all together.
that class just goes away. So I think you'd rather have a song substitute than you would having the class go away if you
it
like
will
it that
still
much.
go away. I mean,
Well-
the thing is Peloton just never keeps classes forever, and I'm just
Yeah,
setting the stage
for
for
sure.
people who are new, who may not know that already.
Look, life is transitory, and eventually we all go away.
You know, if 2020 didn't teach you that, no one can.
Yeah. And then if 2021 didn't teach, and then if 2022,
If right now is not teaching you that,
if 7 days into 2026 hasn't taught you that,
there's no help for you.
you are just move along.
But anyway, yeah. So like I agree with you, but like I don't want to set the expectation that like, oh, they swapped songs, so now this is never going
Nothing
away.
will ever go away again.
Not
Yeah,
the
no.
case. And in fact, I feel like this is a good place to mention that these really high value properties like Stranger Things,
Yeah.
like Dragon Hunter, they were never. Did I say Dragon Hunter? I meant to say Demon Hunter.
Okay, I was wondering. I'm like, what is Dragon Hunter?
Nothing.
I just thought it was something
I just made up a name.
old. You invented an IP.
I invented an IP.
We're rich
TM
now.
Crystal.
Yeah, I'm sure someone's already done Dragon
I
Hunter.
Feel
But
pretty confident. But
so-
Demon Hunter,
K-pop Demon Hunter.
K-pop Demon Hunter, and Stranger Things, those are recent classes that just came out. But like the Demon Hunter classes, the K-pop Demon Hunter classes, they're already gone.
Right.
They already are off the platform.
You know what else I saw is also already gone super fast? Dragon Hunter.
Yeah, it was so,
So
fast.
fast.
So fast you blink, you miss it.
You couldn't even complete the class. That's how quickly it went away.
But for those of you who have been sleeping on the Stranger Things classes, they're
Yeah.
going to be gone in March.
Yeah.
And so it's going to be difficult for people to wrap their heads around this because these are going to look different. K-pop Demon Hunter was on the platform for a very short time, like
Right.
very short. And comparatively, Stranger Things will be on there for a while. So you think, oh, it's just there forever.
I've got a minute.
You don't.
You don't.
You don't. So like when you see these pop up, you need to take them as soon as possible.
When you see them K-pop up,
And the thing is that not everyone is as dialed into, oh, that's a high value IP.
Sure.
So they don't even get that that's a thing.
Yeah.
Like it's not even on their radar.
I'm such a pop culture nerd that I've attuned you to like, oh, that's a big deal.
Yeah,
That
but
won't
but
yeah.
like here's the deal. I did not realize that the Dragon Demon. Why do I keep saying dragon? I did not realize that the K-pop Demon Hunter classes were going to go away. I knew the Stranger Things ones were because when Elizabeth did the article, she noted that then.
Yeah.
But like Peloton is super inconsistent about what they tell us, when they tell us, etc. So like it's not like we get a notification when the classes
They don't
drop.
brand them as for a limited time only.
No,
Yeah.
though they should.
They should.
They should, because then it increases people.
It creates a sense of urgency.
It does.
Yeah.
Anyway, there is a sense of urgency. So I just wanted to kind of point that out.
So Peloton has teased their next global project.
And I don't know what to think about this. It's a really interesting. I don't know what it means, but Peloton posted, we ended last year on a huge global project at Peloton, and we're excited to show you more. And then there were a lot of videos of the UK instructors.
Well, no, they're on the globe.
Well, they are. And when I say the UK instructors, I'm including the German instructors in that because they teach
Out of the UK studio. Yeah.
But I don't know what that means. Like, are they because it looks like they're on the road outside in places, but it also looks like they're in the London studio. I don't know what it means, but this is an interesting little peek. you
Yeah.
know? I don't know. I'm at a loss.
Yeah. I guess we shall see.
We shall.
And
comes out.
while we're speaking of mysteries,
Yes.
Peloton also had some sort of mysterious post about PRs and the letter J.
I will be honest. I'm not even sure this is mysterious because I'm old, and this could be one of those stupid fads that like TikTok has said is we need to do.
They got a 6-7 ride coming.
Yeah, exactly. But what they said is that this initial is about to start their new year with a PR, and then they just show the letter J. So I'll be honest, I don't know what the hell this means.
I don't know.
I don't know if it's because I'm old. I don't know what they're trying to do here. Like their marketing team has definitely gotten younger,
Right.
and I continue to get older. So I've lost the plot. I don't know what you guys are trying to say. I don't know. Maybe reach out, let me know. But you don't listen because you're young. So,
But you'll also need to write us a letter or perhaps send a telegram.
I mean, I can do DMs. I do DMs. So.
I'll slide into your DMs.
Whoa.
It's okay. We're married.
Okay, that's true. That's true.
So 2 major FB groups, speaking of marriage, it's almost like a marriage,
Not really.
are merging.
The thing is it was never. I don't even know why these were ever separated. So Andy Spear
Heard of him.
has a fan group called the Spearheads.
Okay.
Okay, so when Andy started doing the total strength classes, for whatever reason, somebody made a separate group for the total strength classes.
Why would you do that, other person?
If nothing else, they wanted a place to celebrate their wins for that kind of class and talk about the classes upcoming.
Just keep it siloed to that specific topic.
Exactly. So now they have decided that they are going to merge those. And I think they say it's much less confusing with one page. It's actually one group. Again, Facebook makes everything confusing.
Right.
But yes, I think that they should merge. I don't think they ever should have been separate. So I'm glad that they are, because then it kind of takes everything Andy related and keeps it in one sphere. But it's now going to be Andy Spearheads and Total Strength Crew. So that is the new one that you will see. They changed their name.
Gotcha.
And now it will be there. And I think it's great. I'm glad that they're doing that. And they ask for people to get the word out. So not that they asked me specifically, but I am taking on that very seriously. Get the word out.
Word has been gotten out. Now everyone is aware.
Yeah.
It's all it took.
That's all it took.
That's all it took. We're all good. TheStreet.com
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
has an article about how this person thinks the Peloton stock is poised for a rebound.
Yeah.
Not
And
necessarily to the glory days of $180 a share.
not only not necessarily not going to happen,
Yeah.
especially in today's market, but I do think that it's interesting. First of all, we've been saying for a long time that it doesn't make sense that Wall Street keeps poo-pooing Peloton when they are making progress financially. They just are.
Right.
And they may not be going about it in the way that as a member I would prefer, by doing all the layoffs and kicking, but they are also really streamlined how they're doing things.
Yeah.
So anyway, you can go out there and find any number of articles that say good versus bad on Peloton, and that's any day.
Yeah.
When it comes to financials. But this person,
Has some data.
they do.
Very, very confusing inside baseball stock nerd data.
I'll try to put it in people terms. There's a narrowing wedge setup that often precedes strong moves in price. In other words, there's a certain move on a price chart that occurs that looks like a wedge.
Right.
That
When you graph it.
that implies that there's going to be a new move in price. And so when they see that particular pattern occur, that tends to happen right before there is a big breakout, and that it's signaling strength building below the surface. And so this particular author always is talking about stocks under $10. So it's kind of this author's specialty.
Right.
And he highlights these lower price stocks with potential upside. And so he's focusing on Peloton in this article. And I've seen it everywhere. So I don't know if he's a
major influencer and people are picking up the story.
Yeah, or
this is just everywhere.
Exactly.
People are seeing it.
Yeah.
Multiple people.
And
yeah.
it starts to become visible because the algorithm picks it up. I don't know which is which, but there has been technical interest and bullish price action around the earnings and strategic developments that have occurred. And so that's kind of what they're looking at. But as I said at the beginning, however, sentiment on Peloton is mixed overall.
Yes.
Which always is.
Always true.
Yeah.
Yeah. What with them being woke and all.
Oh my God, don't get me started. There actually have been very tight-lipped since John Foley left.
Yes.
And I wish people would acknowledge that.
Right.
And I'm really tired of hearing the same bullshit from the same 5 people that don't understand how the internet
That was
works.
8 CEOs ago.
Yeah.
So this is an interesting story.
It is.
A working bike, a fully functioning bike was salvaged from the dump.
Yeah. Like,
Which is interesting. This is also the origin story my mother used to tell about me. It's where they found me and they saved me from the dump. The difference is the bike is fully functioning.
well, it is fully functioning. It's an original bike, not a Bike Plus. But this person's brother found it at a dump, and they did have to purchase a replacement power cord from Amazon. And they
fair.
were like, let's see if it works. They plugged it in. And sure enough, it does. And this person already has a Bike Plus. So, like, now they just have a free bike.
I got a spare.
They have a spare
In
bike.
case of emergency,
Yeah.
break glass.
Yeah. Isn't that awesome?
That is crazy.
It is crazy. And it's like, well, I mean, I think that person just lost their cord and didn't know what to do.
Really? Would somebody really throw a bike
don't
away
know.
for that? Maybe they lost the cord, and then it was like they hadn't used it in a year, and they're like, just get it
Just
out
got
of
to,
here.
like, especially if you need to move or
Yeah.
like you've got something that you got to move things out of this room and you don't know what to do with it and it's not working and you're just like, get it out of here. I mean,
Yeah.
there have been many times I have done that.
Your ex-husband.
Get it out of here.
It's not working.
Go.
Get it out of here. I sent this post to my friend Julie Buck.
Did you?
It was like, is this you? Is this you?
That would make sense. But she did try hers out before she tried. She
did.
got rid of it.
She did.
I assume she got
Yeah.
rid of it.
Last I heard she was trying. I don't know if she has yet. That's why I was like, was this you?
Did she
Where-
answer?
She is not. So I don't know if she's just very busy or it was like, you son of a bitch.
Well, I'll be eager to hear Friday how
I'll
that
find
goes.
out on Friday. So we have milestone notifications.
Yeah. So here's the thing. When you take an on-demand class if you are taking an on-demand class, you constantly have a feed going of people in the class and what's going on with them. So like, let's say a person, it's their first ride. You get a little notification. It's their first ride.
Ding.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't ding. That would actually be super annoying with how many notifications come up.
Ding,
nothing
ding.
Nothing happens.
Ding.
Just a red dot.
Ding,
Just a red dot.
ding.
Okay, stop.
Ding.
So new to the platform is a notification that somebody hit their 1,000th class and became a Millennium member of whatever club it was. In the case that we saw, it was running, but this has happened across several modalities. It's important to note this only happens on an on-demand class. So if the person is taking a live class for their milestone, you're
Right.
not going to see it. And that's important because you don't always get shout outs anymore.
Right.
Like you used to always get a shout out for 1,000.
Yeah.
Now it's dime a dozen. Nobody even cares.
Right.
Now it's like 10,000.
Right.
So you don't always see that. But if you take an on-demand class, you will see Millennium Club, and you should definitely give that person a high five because they are taking an on-demand class for their 1,000th class, and they deserve a little love.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Here, I will give them a little love. Ding.
I knew you were going to. I could tell the entire time. Your nose was twitching. You couldn't wait to do that again.
Ding.
There it is.
We have a follow-up on last week's mysterious job posting.
We do. Yeah. We talked about Peloton's job posting that took place in Washington. And we
State.
Well, yes, Washington State. And it was specifically about hardware. They were looking to hire somebody who was designing hardware. And we were like, hardware again?
Are we getting new equipment?
And we were also like, in Washington, Peloton has a Washington thing? Well, no, they don't. But Precor does. And several people messaged me to tell me that. Thank you, by the way.
Thank you, several people.
I was unaware of where Precor was actually located.
Right.
They are based in Seattle, and that makes a lot more sense.
It does make a lot more sense.
Yeah. And there's more ads that came out this week that are hiring for things. And some of the people that are out there posting these things have lots and lots of patents in the works. So interested to see what Precor comes up with next.
Yeah, for sure. You know, I'm also interested in seeing what we come up with next.
You have the list.
But they don't. And we're about to stop for commercials.
Okay.
So, but part of what comes up next will be a discussion about Tunde and her exciting new entertainment venture. We got a Peloton instructor stuck in a foreign country, barred from entering the United States.
That's what we do now.
But we can't talk about it because that would be political and some people get upset.
Fitness and politics have no place.
None. And an update on Hairgate 2.0. So stick around, won't you?
Instructors in the news.
So last week we talked about Tunde popping up in Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
Yeah.
But that was just voiceover stuff.
Yes.
And now she's going to be joining the cast of Tyler Perry's Sistas. I feel weird saying it like
me
that.
too.
But that's how it's spelled.
It is how it's spelled.
I feel like when Casey Kasem had to say salt and pepper.
Yes. Yeah. This was so fun. I have decided Tunde is the best instructor at keeping secrets because she doesn't like give you 18 months of like, guess what? She just does it.
Yeah.
She just does it. And then like she just drops like, oh, I'm going to be a season regular on a TV show.
And it going into its 10th season.
The show is on BET. And like you said, it is entering its 10th season. There are two main characters that are leaving.
Okay.
And then Tunde's character comes in, and there's another new person that's joining the show. We don't care about them.
They're not a Peloton instructor, are they?
We only
Well,
care
that's
about Tunde.
Right.
So that is going to be coming up. I didn't read if it said anywhere how many episodes she would be on, because I know, and I don't even know how many episodes this particular show makes, These days on
For sure,
networks, it can be anything.
Some are doing like 13. Some are still doing full,
6.
and some are still doing like full traditional seasons of television, like 22, 25 episodes.
So I don't know how many this means, but I think it's amazing that like she was just like, oh, by the way, I'm going to be on a TV show now.
Yeah. Surprise.
Yeah, surprise.
Yeah.
It's funny because everybody's been saying for years that, Cody's leaving because he keeps doing things outside of Peloton. And now it's like, well, what about Tunde? And she's a lot quieter. So, you just never know with Tunde.
Yeah.
I'm not saying she's going
Right,
anywhere.
like
I'm not
yeah.
spreading rumors. I'm just saying y'all worry about a lot of stuff. And I just think that you should worry more about somebody who just quietly does things than you should who makes a big deal about everything.
Yeah. But congrats to her. That's a big deal.
It's huge.
Yeah.
It's huge. It's so exciting. And I can't wait to see her act in a show. Like it's very different.
Yeah.
It's a very different thing than being on a bike and teaching a
For
class.
sure. And even in Diary of a Wimpy Kid, the voiceover, the gag was he was taking a fitness class and this was a bike instructor.
So it still was her being a bike instructor.
Right, yeah.
Which I don't mean like so big deal. I just mean that it's different than quote unquote acting.
Yeah. Actually performing.
Yeah. So I'm very curious to see this.
So Nico Sarani has visa issues.
She does. Yeah. She's been in Germany. She's originally from Germany.
So it's not a foreign country to her.
It is not. And she was on her way back after Christmas break or whatever holiday break that you would say is appropriate.
Right.
Because I don't know how long she was out. You know.
Right.
But she was on her way back and her visa was denied. So she's hoping that will be, all resolved in a few weeks and she'll be back. But I'll tell you, who the hell knows?
Yeah.
Because there's some weird shit happening in the world today. And I don't know. Every day I wake up and I'm just like, well, that happened.
Could be like, see you in 2029?
I don't know.
Maybe?
Yeah. And like, technically she could teach from the UK, I suppose.
Yeah.
But like, what about all her stuff here?
Yeah.
And what about all the, there's just, can't even imagine.
Yeah.
So anyway, our good thoughts to you, Nico. And genuinely, I hope that everything is okay and that you are able to get back here easily, smoothly,
And quickly.
quickly.
Selena Samuela and babies are at home.
Yes, the babies are out of NICU, home safe and sound with mom, brother, dad, and they're doing great. And Selena shared a little video of them, and it was very, very sweet. It was really nice. Also, we'll talk about in the bonus that Selena has shared her family planning for the future, and we will talk about that as well.
Yes, we will. We have an update on Denis Morton Hairgate 2.0.
We do. He is now. So we talked about that he had like a couple weeks ago a very strong part, and it was slicked back, and there were a lot of opinions about it. Very strong opinions.
Yes.
And now he is wearing a bandana in class, and the hair is getting longer. You have seen several people post before and afters the first time he was growing out his hair. So The internet has decided he is growing out his hair. That's what's happening. It's in that
Okay.
awkward phase. Give him some grace. Back the hell off. Let him do his thing. You know? Maybe we're getting full-grown lion mane Dennis again from, you know, whatever year that was before the first Hairgate.
It just cracks me up how into this people are.
I know.
I haven't changed my hair in like 30 years.
Well,
except for
apparently-
what nature has done.
Yeah, that's true. But I feel like a lot of men are like that. And apparently it's because if you're not like that, everyone has something to say about it.
So Hannah Frankson is returning to PSNY.
She is. And she's going to be teaching classes on the 5th, 6th, and 7th of February. And Peloton posted on Monday that on Tuesday you could go online and book classes, and then they instantly took it down because somebody actually meant to post that on Wednesday for Thursday, which is when classes are normally booked.
Gotcha.
Whoops.
Oops.
And that's the only reason we know about it. You are going to be able to book those classes. It will have already filled up, I'm sure, by the time people hear this. But that's really fun. She's going to have 3 new classes and be back in New York. And question mark, is this part of the new global thing that they're working on? Because there's been a lot of global activity.
Hopefully they got her visa situated.
God, I hope so.
Peloton artist collaborations.
The latest artist series features Lorde.
Your favorite.
My favorite.
I don't know. It's so funny. You really dislike that song Royals. Like,
Oh my God.
So much.
So much.
Like it makes you angry.
I just want to punch that song in the face.
Well, I like it.
I think
And
lots of people did.
yeah, absolutely,
the
they
odd
did.
man out.
And there are obviously lots of other classes or songs that she has sung.
It's
So,
weird because like that's the only one I feel like in my world anyway was a hit. And then, but she's obviously very successful. People love her.
I think you just don't listen to this kind of music because
Yeah.
we were just talking about Billie Eilish the
Yeah.
other day, and like you had never heard a song. You
Well,
hadn't even heard Bad Guys.
Yeah.
Which is part of a movie, so I'm shocked that you hadn't heard
Well, it was
that.
a kids movie. We don't have kids, so like
Still.
we only make a point to see the Disney stuff.
Still.
But I just remember when she first came out, she was like on the alt rock stations, and I feel like she's not anymore.
I just don't think you listen to alt rock
There's
stations.
also that.
I mean, you listen to the problem with people, and myself included, listening to just Spotify is like you make your own lists and you just stay in that world. You're
Yeah.
never looking at new
No,
stuff.
I'm very guilty of that.
And I don't know what all of her songs are because I mean I'm not familiar with the rest of them besides Royals. But I will also say I don't listen to radio anymore.
Yeah.
So if it's not in a class that I am taking, probably not going to hear it.
For sure. And we also have an InXS artist series on the schedule.
We do. Yeah, that's coming up later in January, and I am really excited about that one. I think that'll be really good. Ugh. Such a sad death.
Yeah.
I had the hugest crush on him.
Michael Hutchins.
Beautiful man.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful man. Australia makes him good.
Yahoo Serious.
Some of them good.
Yeah. Paul Hogan.
Some of them good. Although Paul Hogan does have a certain sexiness to him.
Really?
He does.
Okay.
Yeah, he can pull it off. I mean,
If you say so.
I do.
Other connected fitness.
One of the tonal instructors has moved on.
Yeah.
Professionally. Like they're not dead.
Yes. I was really surprised to see that Tanisha Renee
Yeah.
is leaving Tonal. She
We interviewed
posted-
her a couple times over on the Superset when we
She's
were doing
so
She's Super
sweet.
Nice.
So
I remember I blew her mind. She was on the show pushing a class.
It was a menopause program.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
And she was. And
It was cycle sync because it's synced with your cycle.
That's what it was.
And she was like, but anybody can get anything. I'd like get good results out of it.
And I was like, okay, I'll take it. And she's like, sure you will. And then we had her back on like 3 months later, and she's like, did you take Cycle Sync? And I was like, I did.
And she was like, what?
Yeah. She was very pleasant and pleasantly
Yes,
surprised. She's like,
yes.
well, good for you. This is what a feminist looks like, ladies. I did get bloated, though.
It's probably your cycle.
Kind of crabby.
But I'm really sad to see her go. I know it's not a tonal podcast, but I know a lot of people who have Pelotons have tonals. So
For sure.
I feel like
And we
it's
talk about,
other connected fitness.
Yeah.
Why we got a whole sweeper
we got
for
a
it.
whole little doodad made for it. Let me put out my own conspiracy theory.
Okay.
I can't help but wonder if this is somehow connected to Kristen McGee coming over to Tonal. Did they have to free up money and maybe her contract was up, or maybe it was up and they offered her maybe not as much money as she was making, and she was like, I'm just going to move on.
I don't know.
And now this is just complete conjecture on my part asking the question. This is not, we have no inside information here. But given the timing, it's hard not to ask yourself that question.
I get that, and financial worries definitely weigh heavy on my mind because I know that so many fitness companies are really struggling.
Yeah.
And Tonal's been doing a lot to grow, but with growth means that you have to be careful and really manage your expenses. And they learned that the first time around, as did a lot of companies in the middle of COVID. So
for sure.
I don't know. I hope it's not financial regardless. But there's a hint of sadness in her post that it doesn't sound like, I don't know. I get this vibe from her post that it was somebody didn't agree on something, and whether that was money or that was, she wanted to do different things that people didn't agree with. I don't know. I don't know. Like you said, we have no inside information, but I really like Tanisha and I wish her the best.
Absolutely. Coming up after this, we're going to take a look at content, the TCO Top 5, new programs, all sorts of things that you should be thinking about. So stick around.
New content.
It is time for the TCO Top 5. You have told us your favorite classes, and now we will tell you what you told us. Number 1, your favorite ride.
It is a 30-minute hit and hills ride that was taught by Sam Yo on the 2nd of January. So we just had this class. Karen Bensley recommended this ride, saying the music and the coaching was perfect for the structure. Long climbs, descending intervals, both on repeat. He is truly a master.
Okay. Number 2, your favorite 2-for-1 class. Yeah, I did a Chuck Woolery there.
You did. Yeah. I did see that. We're going back a little bit here. This was from September of 25. It was a 90-minute 2-for-1 Power Zone Endurance, and it was taught by Christian Vandevelde and Matt Wilpers together. Karen Smith loved this class. She did mention also that she found it to be unstackable. This class was all zones 2 and 3, but it's a route simulation, and the hills were killer. The amount of sweat I had was rude. But what a great class. The chemistry these two have together kept me laughing while gasping up those hills.
Number 3, your favorite New Year's class.
So several people mentioned this. Okay. Sam Yo's, number 2.
Yeah.
Number 2,
He's
Sam.
this week.
Coming in hot for the new year. He taught a New Year's recovery ride. It was a 20-minute class. And Annie Townsend nominated this ride specifically, saying that it was the perfect start to the year with Sam's usual wonderful insights for life. One to do again and again. He told a story in it that got buzz everywhere. And I believe we put it over in the bonus.
We did.
So we will talk more about that over in the bonus. But if you haven't had a chance to take this class, highly recommend.
Number 4, your favorite yoga class.
So this is the newest 10-minute focus flow for runners taught by Denis Morton on December 26th. Mindy Jensen said the class was fantastic. As Dennis states at the beginning of it, it can be used post-run stretch since every move is held for a bit, and it also counts for the yoga challenge.
Okay, and finally, number 5, your unstackable. It's an extra 10 Tabata class.
Now listen. You got to change your definition sometimes a little bit. So just be open-minded here. This class was from June 9th of 25, and it was an extra 10 Tabata, like you said, taught by Olivia. And I know it's crazy to think a 10-minute class could be unstackable, but Carrie Finrick was unable to finish the class when she did stack it. She could not finish it, and that is the definition of unstackable. Listen. The tipsters agreed, Tom. You've been overruled.
Carrie, are you an attorney?
Not to mention that that particular line encouraged some of the tipsters and helper bees to run right out and take the class because of how unstackable it was. So
I just think it's funny. It's a class designed to be stacked that we're saying is unstackable.
Just saying. Carrie stacked it after another bike class, and she could not do the cadence and resistance that Olivia called out, even for a mere 10 minutes.
Okay. I just think it's funny. It is time to take a look at this week at Peloton. First up, we have kettlebell strength.
Yeah, so there are new classes that are being taught. There's a 30-minute kettlebell strength with Germain, and it's on demand now, so you can check it out anytime that you want. And if you're not sure how to get started with kettlebells, we have a article over on the Clip Out that is all about getting started. So we can lead you through that.
Okay. There's also new core stretch.
A 10-minute core stretch with Rebecca Kennedy is also on demand.
Yoga and Pilates.
Yes, we have a new class with Johanna. It is going to be on demand on Friday. So if you're listening to this first day, it will be out today.
Okay. And finally, a 60-minute power zone.
Yep, we've got a new Power Zone ride with Matt taking place live on January 10th. And, he's Matt, so come prepared with your hydration.
And your own music list.
Yes.
Nobody cares about those song swaps. Ding. Also, classes that are on our radar that we think should be on yours. Christine D'Ercole has a full week and new reflection ride.
Yeah, she's been on the schedule quite a bit lately. She's back from her 12 weeks off, of course.
Yeah.
And she is going to also be teaching a reflection ride, or she did teach a reflection ride on Monday. So that's a great way to start off the year. I mean, reflection rides are always good, but it's a nice way to kind of look back over the last year and do some thinking.
Yeah. And if it's time to retest your FTP and you're looking for something different, but still the same, right? Because FTP.
Yeah.
Eric Yeager has something for you.
He does. 2 German classes. We've got an FTP warm-up ride and a test ride, and those both dropped on demand on the 5th.
Charlotte Wiedenbach has a Power Zone beginner ride for people.
Yeah, so this is great for the beginning of the year. So many people join Peloton, don't know where to start with Power Zone. So it's great to see this. And this is not the first time we're seeing this class type. Ben had one in December, but it's great to see the beginner type of classes for Power Zone.
If you like Johanna, we have good news, bad news for you. Mm-hmm. There's a new class from her, but it's also her only one for January.
The only live class.
Okay.
She's dropping some on demand.
Okay.
But she's apparently, since she is living in Miami, she's not moving to New York. She's gonna do a very similar to what Callie does. Come in and schedule, and she's gonna come in for a week, once a month. She's going to teach a bunch of classes. Some are going to be on demand. Some are going to be live. And then back she goes.
Gotcha.
So that's how it's going to work for her. Or at least that's what it appears to be so far.
And Matt is back from paternity leave.
Yes. Elizabeth writes this article. She's very into Power Zone, and she is very happy that Matt is back. And I know she's not alone. A lot of people love Matt. He had quite a long paternity leave, and he is back. So as she says, all is well in the Pillowverse.
Denis Morton has a new series for people starting on the 14th of January. It's called Deep Dive.
Yeah, and so every Tuesday he's been talking about an artist that he likes, and he's been going into a deep dive on Instagram. This is an extension of that. So this is a series that he will be doing on the bike that is a deep dive of whatever artist that it is.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
And Kirsten has a new running program available for people.
Yes, it's called Call Yourself a Runner. This is great for people who are just starting out, or maybe you've taken a break from running, and it's a good way to build your confidence. It's going to be 3 walk to runs each week, and it's going to be dropping under programs on January 16th.
And finally, Samyo has a surprise for people.
Yeah. We don't know what it is.
That's why it's a surprise.
Lots of people are hoping it's a meditation. Maybe it's something to do with this global thing they're working on. They're teasing. We don't know what it is, but this is not the first time he has been spotted recording, and then he has teased a surprise. So we will see. No clue what it is.
Rebecca Kennedy has a new high-lit program for people.
Yeah, that stands for high intensity, low impact training. It's gentle on joints, and it can also boost your metabolism. It's a well-known method of training, especially for people who really need to take it easy on their joints, whether that's because of an injury, because maybe you're getting older, maybe you aren't as fit as you would like to be. It could be so many reasons.
Right.
But anyway, it can be very helpful for a variety of reasons. And we are going to have them for the first time ever at Peloton. This has never been done before.
Wow.
And when Rebecca announced it, people kind of lost their minds about it. Like, people are really excited about this. There's some people who really are uncomfortable getting down on the floor, for example, and they're anticipating that it's going to be, since it's low impact, they're not going to have to be down on the floor. So that will be helpful for them.
Gotcha.
So there was an article in Fortune magazine that was all about this type of training, and they kind of spell out what it is. So we do have it included here, and we're going to probably have our own article over on the Clip Out about this. But basically what it is saying is that it's great for people with knee pain and ankle sprain. Maybe you wanted to get a good sweat without jumping and rebounding, and that is where this particular kind of training comes in handy.
Awesome.
The other interesting thing about this program is that it's going to be across several modalities. That's kind of new. Peloton has just started to dabble in that. So it's going to be on the tread. It's going to be on Pilates. It's going to be on multiple strength, I believe, also. So there's going to be multiple modalities. And weird about this one, people should know. Take note. It's called a program. Rebecca called it that. Peloton called it that when they sent out the email. But it's actually going to be housed in collections, because why would we be consistent with our wording? And this is going to be really tough, type A people. I need you to brace yourself. Classes drop daily. So no, you're not going to know ahead of time. Does that mean they're going to drop at midnight? Does that mean it's going to drop after you've already done your workout for the day? We don't know. Probably both. So brace yourself. Maybe give it a few days.
I was like, give it a little head start.
Let it happen.
Yeah.
Then you can go back and join. You don't have to do it day one for it to count. But this is very exciting to people. Lots of people are looking forward to this. So I am very curious to see how it stacks up once it's out.
So Peloton's annual challenge is upon us, and we have an article over the Clip Out about maybe the best way to approach it.
Yeah. So a lot of people want to get to 20,000 minutes a year, because that's the highest that Peloton's little badge goes up to.
Gotcha.
There are many people that go beyond 20,000 minutes. I know that, guys. You don't have to message me. But the cool thing about this is, when this article was written by Nikki, she told you exactly how to do it.
A roadmap, if you will.
Exactly. And I've already had several people list in the comments how excited they are about this and what a great roadmap it is. And they are very much looking forward to starting the year off right and getting their 20,000 badge. So
awesome.
Get it done, people.
And finally, Emma Lovewell has some 2026 schedule changes.
Yeah, so she is now going to be teaching on Saturdays and Tuesdays instead of Sunday and Mondays for bike, and a lot more Pilates will be seen.
Peloton birthdays.
I just thought we didn't do these anymore.
Well, the Peloton instructor parents apparently weren't doing it 9 months previous.
Gotcha.
Anymore.
Gotcha.
But we have 2 birthdays this week.
Okay.
Adrian Williams on January 9th and Hannah Frankson on January 11th.
Well, happy birthday to Adrian and Hannah.
Happy birthday. So that brings this episode to a close. Until next week, where can people find you?
People can find me on Facebook at facebook.com/Crystal D. O'Keefe. They can find me on Threads, Instagram, and Blue Sky, not to mention the Peloton leaderboard at Clip Out Crystal.
And you can find me on Threads and Blue Sky at Tom O'Keefe Jr. or on Facebook at facebook.com/Tom O'Keefe. You can find the show online at facebook.com/The Clip Out. While you're there, like the page, join the group, and of course, don't forget our Patreon. $5 a month, all sorts of bonus content, ad-free episodes, early episodes, and we'll have to do a little extra. So that's it for this one. Thanks for tuning in, and until next time, keep pedaling
And running.
and growing.
Bye.